This is the interactive segment where we get to hear from you, where your voice matters. And we are very certain that the government are hearing, what you're saying. So the federal government has declared war on bandits and terrorists terrorizing the Northwest region. Honorable Minister of the State of Defense, for Defense, Dr. Bello Matawale, is leading the charge alongside the Chief of Defense Staff and other military chiefs to flush out these criminal elements. They're headed to Sokoto, the epicenter of the crisis, to supervise operations to ensure the eradication of banditry, kidnapping, and terrorism. But what does this mean for the people of Sokoto, Zamfara, Katsina, and Kebbi states? Will this military, will they bring the desired peace and security? Share your thoughts and concerns and experiences with us on this matter. We will display the phone numbers on your TV screen, so make sure to reach us via any of them, and you can send WhatsApp message via the first number that would be displayed on your screen, where we get to discuss the government strategy and the way forward for the Northwest region and Nigeria as a whole. Now, while we are specifying on the Northwest, at this point, this is the region that is most affected when it comes to banditry and terrorism going on. And if we're going to start, we have to start from there. And as much as we know that this has been going on for the longest time, this decision of the Minister of Defense, it's coming way late, but they say it's better late than never. So let's hear your take on this decision. We want to hear Nigeria's thoughts on this. Now, this came as a response to multiple, situations that happened in that from the past 2 weeks specifically. There's been a bit of here and there security situations going on, especially in Sokoto, which before Zamfara was facing this challenges more. But then Sokoto started having it at a very rapid speed, and with that came out the video of the bandits, Bello Turji, celebrating with his men, saying they've conquered, an armor of the Nigerian, should I say, security car, and that has triggered a lot of reaction. All right, I think we have our first caller. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Sumayya.
Your name and where you're calling us from?
My name is Ibrahim Pocho, calling from Kebbi State.
Ibrahim from Kebbi. It's good to have you. I mean, Kebbi is one of the states facing this massive insecurity. What is your take on the Minister of Defense thoughts?
Well, on my own opinion, the action of the Nigerian Minister of Defense is not that late. Sorry, Minister of State. Is not late, because why I said it's not late, because we are still in the middle of the suffering attacks from the bandits. So even though they're supposed to take this action early enough than now, but we still need this very particular action, in as much as they are honest enough and sincere enough to carry out what they said, not to write it on paper and then present it to the media for public consumption. We need action, not spoken words. Spoken words alone cannot solve the problem of Nigeria. We need action. Because if you look at based on the report you show, right from Oyo, right from other parts of the country where the banditry and kidnapping has become a business of the day, those attackers are well known. There is no doubt about that one. Nobody will say that those people are unknown. But based on the media language, we agree they are unknown, but they are known to the government officials. No mixing words on that one. So the government needs to stand up and do the needful. We are tired of hearing the words of action without implementing it. So I am calling on the security personnel, those that are in charge of the operations from different zones of the country. They should fear God enough to remember that they were once from the village. almost all of them, they are from the village. They tested what village life is all about. They tested how the life of the villagers are involved. And also they should remember why they are there. So they should stop allying with the deadly politicians of Nigeria to cause havoc within the state region, because what I understand is that some of the politicians, if they are having misunderstanding with the politician from another zone, they will cause havoc by sending hoodlums to keep terrorizing the people, for the people to say that my leader has failed to secure my life. For them, it's their profit. But we are calling on them that our lives are precious lives. We are way behind playing politics in the life of people. In Kebbi State, we have a lot of challenges, even though our governor has tried so much on providing the necessary needed items for the security operatives to go into the bushes and to face out those bandits. Because in our state, they only came through our border with Zamfara and that of Sokoto and that of Niger. That is the only attack, and they normally attack only one local government in Kebbi State. And that local government is called Dankuwasogo local government under Kebbi South Senatorial District. So those are the areas that they do attack. But the governor has taken stand by giving the soldiers and the police and other security operatives the necessary needed items to fight those bandits. So, and I'm calling the other state governors to do the same. And also the president should stop. The minister of defense should stop, and also the security advisor should stop playing politics in the lives of innocent people. They should send the military, because they are well trained, because we went to the foreign land and defeat terrorism. We went to the other countries and defeat terrorism. Why are we not doing the same in Nigeria? What happened to the gallant soldiers that we have? Look at the bandits seizing the armor tank from the army. Look at the bandits seizing all the necessary.
All right, Ibrahim, I appreciate you. I could hear your thing there, but then even though we did not disconnect maybe our own network, but we would have a room for other people to share their take. And yes, about the seizure, the Nigerian army is saying that the vehicle was not seized. It was left there because the vehicle broke down, and they went back to get a tow car to come and tow it up. So that is, what the army are saying on that part. And I have more to say, but I don't know if we have another caller. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you today?
I'm fine, thank you. Your name and where you're calling from?
My name is Ade. I'm calling from London.
Hello, Ade. Good morning. How is London today?
Yeah. London is very cool. Rainy a bit, but it's okay now.
All right. So let's talk about our own country, the insecurity. You've seen the thing going on social media. What's your take on the defense?
My sister, if I'm going to be very honest with you, this thing is a game. It's a cash cow. Military is the only people where the budget and there is no oversighting, because the National Assembly refuse to oversight because maybe they are afraid. I don't know. When America got information that Osama bin Laden is in somewhere in Pakistan, when they got that information, within 1 week, he was taken out. In Nigeria, they have arrested so many people. They arrest this lady, he's taking food to the bandit. They arrest this man, he's selling bullets to bandits. If they are giving food to bandits, why can't you ask the woman to take you to where the bandits are? They know where they are. It's just they are just playing with people's life. They know where they are. These bandit leaders are from the society. They are from the local government. They are from the town. People know them. They know when you have arrested people that are supplying them food. Why can't you ask that person to lead you there? Or put the person inside a helicopter. Show us where they are. Bomb them. But they failed to do it. When America was kidnapped, one American in Niger Republic, they came and rescued that American man. So what stop? They are just playing game. I'm telling you. And I'm shocked with what is happening in the north. Because I live in Kano before I travel out. And I never expect this thing to be happening in the north. But they kill each other like this. I never dreamt of it in my lifetime that I will see it. It's barbaric. I can't just believe what is happening. So what I call the government that get the foreign missionaries to come. They will clear the forest and they will get rid of them. But people are making money. When Tyrone was made the chief of army staff, remember what he said in National Assembly? the man that died in helicopter in Kaduna. He said the money they allocated to the army, he has not seen what they do with the money. A week after, the man crashed and died at Cairo. He's there now.
All right. So are they, now the Minister of State Defense is saying that he's going to even be at the forefront of this war with other Chief of Defense staff and even other military, heads. So what is your take on this? Do you think this would work?
Matawali, oh, I don't know whether I call his name proper, I don't know. And Matawali is the wrong person to be in that ministry.
Why do you think
Look at what he did in Zamfara. He's the wrong person. EFCC is alleging that so many billions are missing. And they kept Matawali in that place. What experience he got? He's not fit to be in the defense ministry. They should bring somebody who knows the honors of how the ministry operates, that can command them, and this is what I want, and give them tax. This is what I want to clear this place. When he was there, what happened? So Matawali is not the correct, is not the right man. The president now should reorganize his ministers and put the right person there and give them a marching order. They know where these bandits are. On one of the TV in Nigeria, journalists used to say that they know where they are. Not that they don't know. But what stopped them from bombing and wiping these people off? Not killing our people like this. They kill children in the school. They are killing future of tomorrow.
It's really heartbreaking, Ade. It's really heartbreaking.
Honestly, God bless Nigeria.
Amen to that. Thank you so much, Ade, for your take. I remember when he was talking about the northern part of the country. Yes, the north used to be the most safest place in Nigeria. There was that time where when we heard about kidnapping, it was really far from the north. The north was the most safest in Nigeria. But we're just talking about, say, 10, 15 years ago. And then now the north seems to be the bed of death, and it's really breaking our heart. Good morning. Good morning.
Hello? Yeah, good morning.
Yeah, your name and where you're calling from?
I'm Danje, calling from Port Harcourt.
Okay, Danje from Port Harcourt. Good to have you.
Yeah.
What is your take on the reaction of the Ministry of Defense?
Yeah, this was Minister of Defense. They took the wrong man.
Okay, go ahead. Danje, please, can you turn down the volume of your TV so that you can talk to us?
Yeah, how can they take Matawale as Minister of Defense? The man that cannot even control his own state. You say that the Minister of Defense. It's wrong.
So now that the minister is saying he's going to be at the forefront of the war against banditry, you don't believe he can deliver?
Armored car. Look at what happened there.
All right. As much as I really want to converse with you, Danje, we cannot, wait for you to hear us through your TV. So while you're calling us, please stay away from your TV set. You can call us back, but for now, please, we have to let you go. Call us, please, while you're calling. Do stay far away from your device so that we can hear you and talk to us through your phone. Do not forget to send us messages, which we will be reading. Already we see messages coming in. We'll definitely take up your message. But let's hear your take on this. Based on what is happening in the northwest part of Nigeria, a lot of banditry and terrorism activities going on, costing people lives and all of that. What is your take on the federal government's decision saying the Minister for State, Defense State, is going to be at the forefront with the Chief of Defense Staff and other heads of security groups to join into and fight this insecurity? Let's hear your take on this. All right, let's read our first message here. It says, good morning, Trust TV. Good morning to you. This message is from Bima Enaiki from Niger State. Appreciate you, Ahmed S. Bima. It is not right that federal government should be publishing any move against bandits. I think they should be hidden any moment to these bad people. I strongly believe these bandits will move away from that areas that they stay by now to another end. Okay, I get your point. I'm at Bima, and I was having a discussion with someone earlier, and the person says it just seemed like a saving of face kind of decision. At the end of the day, there has to be a way to tell the Nigerian people, because Nigerians were angry when they saw that video making rounds. So this is the government saying, oh, we're going to do something about it. It had to be done, else Nigeria would, eat the government up. Already there's been a lot of drag, especially when it comes to insecurity matters. And Nigerians, based on what is going on, feel the government are not doing enough. Hence the reason why they had to put out there to say we are doing this. But I think it's better for us to see actions than, keep telling us you're going to take action. Good morning. Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Yeah, your name and where you're calling us from?
I'm Abubakar. I'm calling from Niger State.
Abubakar from Niger State. What is your take on the Defense Ministry and their take and action?
It's just very unfortunate that this is happening in Nigeria. Very, very unfortunate. With the caliber of Nigeria soldiers we have, that travel all over the world for peacekeeping. Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you. Please go ahead and speak a bit louder, please.
Okay. It's just for fun that our present soldiers have been politicized for our positions. Nigerian soldiers are no more the soldiers we used to know then. They are like the politicians we are having in this Abubakar region, through their chief of army and what have you, through their big officers. Nigerian soldier is going to be selected very gallant all over the world. And it's just unfortunate that common bandits are terrorizing us and we are not able to defeat them years in, years out. I can remember vividly. Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you. Continue, Abubakar.
The last chief of army staff we had, I think during Buhari from Sokoto State, one Yahaya. We still have killings in Sokoto, Zamfara, and Kebbi. But that when that man retired, he was gallantly welcome, horse riding and what have you in Sokoto State, forgetting that there are people have been killing every day in that state. There are people that are just thinking other way around. That man's vote is thrown back. That is chief of army service will not solve their problem and still now coming back home and is celebrated, is welcome. Then we don't know what we are doing. He has the power and the authority to shift all the Nigerian army to the Sokoto, Zamfara, and KBC to defeat these bandits once and for all, but they did not do that. But once he retired, he was taken and welcomed. God made different celebrations for him. In fact, there's something wrong with us. Like some of the callers have already said that some of these are big men in uniform already know where these guys are. I expected them to take the fight to them. Not until when they fight people, then that is time now they will relocate. Then they relocated to Sokoto wherever they are. But the locals are going to see in their various hotels speaking to you and what have you. When these guys are still doing whatever they like. In 2-3 days, they will now relocate back to Abuja. When they come back to Abuja now, these guys go back and start killing innocent people every day. I think we have problem in this country. The president has to be sincere and get the real people that want to work. If you're going to call down the major generals we are having in the country to major, that is going to be chief of army staff, chief of defense staff, let him cut it down and deal with all these soldier politicians. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you with that concern and worries. So talking about the possible outline of this discussion and what the federal government are saying is that a recap of the discussion, of course, by the Honorable Minister of State for Defense, Dr. Bello Matoale, to lead a military delegation to Sokoto to flush out bandits and terrorists. And he's saying the impact of this decision. Now, is going to be analyzing of the potential impact of this decision and how on security situation in the north. But we just want to know if you have this possible thoughts. If you're optimistic about them going at the forefront to fight this, do you think it would yield positive reaction or positive result? Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning, Sumayya.
Good morning, Shetima. It's good to have you.
Thank you.
All right. So go ahead, Shetima, with your take on what is going on.
The name remains Shetima Yakudima, calling from Maiduguri. In this issue, honestly speaking, to me, the Nigerian army or the state defense minister, he had pledged of taking his office, relocating his office to Sokoto. Because this thing have to be done it earlier than this time. And two, security issue, to be sincere, is not something that if you make an arrangement to make it public, if you make it public, if you pronounce it out, they will relocate it, they will leave that place and go somewhere else to hide. They could have moved silently so that they will get them in team and destroy them. Now you make it on air that you will relocate it and go to Sokoto in order to attack them. They are not cowards, they will move. Insecurity issue is a sensitive issue. You cannot be pronouncing it on air. This is my plan, this is my plans. And I don't know why Nigerian governments are always make a chameleon move when it is an issue of security. Security issue is a sensitive issue. You can make a quick, is required public approach, not to be doing things slowly. This is my take. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Shatima. I appreciate that. Agreed with you on that one. It is something that should be really fast, a swift decision, not really slow. And the fact that they're putting it out there even makes the process really slow. All right, let's read this message. Said, good morning. I don't subscribe to the military announcing this kind of sensitive and very important mission to the general public. You know the locations of these people, and you come on social media to tell the whole world that you're declaring war on bandits. What do you expect? I think a timeline should be given to security chiefs, and if they fail, they should be shown the way out. May our military succeed in this war. Thank you. Thank you so much. You forgot to include your name and where you're sending this message from, but I appreciate you on this, sending this. All right, I think that message was from, okay, it's not, I think it's from Abdul Kuta, right? Yes, Abdul Kuta sent this message. Thank you so much from Niger State. I appreciate you. Yes, talking about security matters, this has been going on for the longest time. And this armor, this one that really riled up Nigerians, is because there were some sensitive things that was going on in that part of Nigeria. But let's read this message first. This message is from Abdullah Hikuri from Bali, Taraba State, where he said, concerning ministers spearheading the military operation in Sokoto is laughable. Okay, why do you think that? What was his achievement during his time as the governor to curb insecurity in Zamfara? I think this government is just out to mock Nigerians to have appointed Matawale as a defense minister. So already, Abdullahi does not rate the minister to think he would even be able to lead this. But then, yeah, he is the minister. So now what is the way forward? What are the experiences, if you have, or people around the northern part of Nigeria, especially the northwest? What are you people facing? I wish I could hear from people facing insecurity, because we know there's been a lot of really sad situation going on in the northwest that it breaks our heart. This message is from Mukhtar Caesar from Jos. He said, this is heartfelt for a country like Nigeria. It is very unfortunate that the government have to put more efforts to ensure good security for our land. May God bless federal government, Federal Republic of Nigeria. Amen. And may God bless our federal government. I hope they do more to give back to us as the people. Talking about what really transpired that day, that armor broke down, was the military hearing, they got an intel saying, there was going to be some kind of reconciliation or negotiation between the people of Zurmi in Zamfara state and bandits. And this bandits group are called Baleri Gang or Baleri Boys. And they were supposed to arrive at this meeting for that particular discussion. So troops were trying to join in to come and arrest these people. But then another group was also invited for the negotiation, and they ended up attacking themselves. So this whole situation happened. Not only Zurmi, but the Shinkafi area also are looking for a peaceful coexistence. But then in all of this, where the military came out to say, our armor broke down and we had to go and toy. First of all, the federal government car, especially for army, to break down means there was some kind of not much preparation going for a very sensitive, military, work like that. But let's take this call before we continue with this. Good morning. Good morning. Do we still have the caller?
Hello, good morning.
Yes. Your name and where you're calling from.
My name is Sunday. I'm calling from Okene, Kogi State.
Sunday from Kogi. Let's hear your take.
Weather work, my sister.
Go ahead.
My take on this matter is that this is a sign of a failure. Because you can't just go into your enemy's house and you are telling your enemy that you are coming. This is what you're supposed to do secretly. We're not even supposed to hear it publicly or something of that nature. You can't just be watching all this that you are announcing that you are going to Sokoto. Okay, if they're going to Zamfara, you have to relocate to Zamfara again. This is secret and security. You do your intelligence and carry out of your operation. So look at what they are parading here. Now they said the armored car spoiled. But if you are watching this guy on TV, the way I'm showing it, they are bringing their bag and some of their belongings out of their armored car, showing that there is something wrong. So this is what we have been experiencing from day one. It's a sign of a failure. Person that cannot control his house, cannot control outside. Because if this man, he could have started it from day one, the thing couldn't have been getting to this world. So they really need to do something. In time of protest, we see soldiers, we see police. Where are them in time of insecurity? So they really need to do something. Look at young boys. They are laughing at Nigeria. This is a word embarrassing.
Yeah, it is.
Nationwide embarrassment. We are bigger than this. Nigeria that will go to Sierra Leone, go to different countries, go and do peacekeeping and come back successful and be celebrated. Cannot treat common one group called themselves bandit or what? It's very alarming. Funny, my sister, and I have a beautiful celebration.
Thank you so much, Sandy. I appreciate you. It is alarming, truly, what is going on when it comes to security. So basically, with all of this going on, it just shows that the Nigerian army, still have a lot of preparation to do. And then when it comes to matters of insecurity in the Northwest, it shows that the people have been doing a lot in order to secure themselves, going to the extent of negotiating with these criminals. And that means the government and security agencies have really failed the people from that axis. All right, let's take this message saying, good morning. I remember on 30th of 3rd, 2024, you had a program concerning release of some school children. And I wrote on this platform telling our authority to be careful with what they do with children, that God is watching them. But until the right people are appointed to right position in this country, before it will stop. Now, this is a message from Franklin from Enugu. Thank you so much, Franklin. It's good that we have people that keep dates, because it's actually really important that we hold on to every discussion and every progress. If we're taking a step back, then we should know why there is a bit of relapse and find possible solution. And yes, we spoke about this. I spoke about the reoccurrence of this security situations, but then it's quite different each time we talk with experts or people from the government. There seem to be a very huge different world between these people. While they're saying, they're doing enough, the people in this axis do not feel this impact. They have taken it upon themselves to create vigilante groups. They've taken it upon themselves, even without the weapons, to safeguard their people. Some of them, since we already know there's a power shift, the power balance is not there. So if at all there's negotiation between these people and the bandits, it is because they already know for a fact that these people hold the power. So the people that do not have the power would have to give them a lot of this. We've had a situation where these people literally have to take on one of their girls to these heinous people in order to safeguard their families. We've had situation, yes, we're talking about the raping of girls in communities like this. We've heard of situation where these people would tell you to pay money in order for you to go to your farms. We've heard people demanding villagers to pay a huge chunk of money in order for them to have peace in that axis. And when there is that kind of power, that does not mean when you ask once, it's okay, you keep coming back to demand more. So these people are facing hell. Like, there's a lot of things we cannot really cover when it comes to all of this. And anybody that comes out there to even tell you the tip of the iceberg of what they are going through, there have to be some kind of you covering up their names, protecting them, because of how scared they are when it comes to all of these things. And it has gotten to a point where they have to do the negotiation themselves. That's how you know that they do not feel the impacts of the government. That's how you know they do not feel the impacts of these people. But then, yeah, I think basically these are the messages that we can take, and even calls. Do we have another caller? All right. We have just a few messages. Honestly, I don't think there would be any need to, post them out there. But all right, because of time, we cannot read this. Appreciate everyone for calling in and sending in your messages. Do not forget, we always open the phone line for you. So tomorrow there will be another time to talk. And yeah, appreciate you.